What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So quick one today. Sofi crushed earnings, pretty much up 20% after hours. So yesterday's video, I said the 25.66% was the estimated move, and I posted a chart with the bullish and bearish scenario. So here is that chart. If ER was good, I had the PT going up anywhere from 13 to 14, and then bad ER would put us down 10 to $8. Now, it did wick low after hours before the call started, but that easily got bought up when numbers started to come out. I think it was algos, because I posted on YouTube. The algos were selling before earnings, and then it looks like they bought after hours, and this thing ticked up. So I'll show those trading ticks charts right here. I wanted to go over the numbers real quick. This guy, he's a great long-term investor, so he covered all the numbers right here. Revenue, 67% year over year, adjusted revenue 54%, members 3.5 million, 87% year over year, member ads 523K, pretty good, products up 105% year over year, and so on. So they really did crush earnings. It was awesome to see. I was kind of nervous for Sofi just because of how earnings have been going, but we did see Square and Upstart do well, so that kind of set the stage for Sofi. And fintech appears to be recovering. Today was a bit choppy, and we do have JPOW speaking tomorrow, so we'll see if Sofi can hold this move overnight. But I did want to get into some other things with Sofi, and we'll go over the chart real quick. All right, so here's the trading ticks chart. I was talking about the whale watch chart. So basically, whale watch is calculated by looking at whale positions over the last 2 weeks, and this I had not seen, so I hadn't checked it for a while, but they were loading around $10. And obviously, a lot of people knew Sofi was a steal around 8 to 10. And if you just held long enough, that thing was going to go back up. It's a great company, and nothing fundamentally had changed. It was just the overall market was pretty crappy. So they were loading up. We saw institutions adding to their positions, been talking about that. And they've been adding for the last 3 months. And I believe February was the highest month of institutions loading up. And that, showed to play out in this earnings call. Sofi is well up from $10. So we'll see how the momentum continues tomorrow. I expect upgrades to come in. I'm already seeing some upgrades come in. On my Gmail, I get little alerts. So some analysts are starting to upgrade Sofi. Those are going to pour in tomorrow. And hopefully that momentum continues and JPOW doesn't kill the market. All right, so here's the chart we had in yesterday's video. This is the 1 hour. I believe I was on the 1 hour time frame. Could have been on the 15. I think that's what I posted on Twitter. But basically, we had this nice rounding bottom into a flag. Sofi, the flag actually played out before earnings. We saw Sofi go up to, I guess it was 12:30. I was busy at work today. Didn't get to see that too much. Then the market sold off, and we got Sofi into this falling wedge. After hours, our first move, usually the wrong move, was down, and that's 10:30. So that was the first reaction after hours. My bottom target for Sofi, if earnings were bad or disappointing on guidance, whatever, was 10 or less, so anywhere from 850 to 10. And good earnings, I had this arrow drawn up here going 1320 all the way up to 1430. So I believe the 25% move would have been a bit above 1430. But yeah, we had huge candles, and if we undo this, you can see the long position where I think the algos bought after this wick below. I think they loaded right here. But yeah, we got a long right here. So we'll see if this holds. Looks like it's at 1370 after hours right now. So we are probably getting closer to that 25% move. Hopefully this holds overnight though. And we probably created a gap. Now we know Square created a gap and still has not filled that. Doesn't mean it has to be filled. But eventually gaps do get filled. And so it's something to be careful about. If we zoom out onto the 1 day, we will see if we created a gap. Okay, so we did create a gap. That's just what happens when big moves happen pre-market or after hours. So there is going to be a gap tomorrow, depending on where it opens. The gap will likely be around 12. So I do expect Sofi to, hold above $12, but there's a chance it can come down and try to fill this gap. We'll just have to wait and see. But I would be careful chasing this one at open. Wait for maybe a retest, but I do think the momentum will be there. So we'll just have to, wait and see what kind of price target upgrades we get and if flow comes in bullish. But that's what we have right now, and SoFi is sitting around 1370 after hours. Things are looking great. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope everyone made money on SoFi. Now, I didn't personally play options on it, but everyone's shares should be looking great after hours. We're almost to that 25% we were looking for, currently 22.14. We'll see how this looks in the morning, but Anthony Noto was really impressive on the call, very enthusiastic, positive about SoFi, and just spoke highly of the numbers and what they were achieving. So it was great to hear, they're calling themselves the AWS of FinTech, 6 straight quarters of positive EBITDA. So SoFi is doing great. Short term, no matter what happens, even if the market tanks, SoFi goes back down. Long term, this will be a winner, in my opinion. So, throw it in some accounts that you don't look at and then trade the other accounts, basically is what I do. So that way you don't get too caught up in the price action and sell. That's just how I do it. But hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and have a good one.